Welcome to Piping Fabrication course. Let's start with the definition of a pipe. A pipe is a term used to designate a hollow tubular body used to transport any commodity possessing flow characteristics such as those found in liquids, gases, vapors, liquefied solids and fine powders. A comprehensive list of the materials used to manufacture pipe would be quite lengthy. Some of the materials include concrete, glass, lead, brass, copper, iron, cast iron, carbon steel, etc. With such a broad range of materials available, selecting one to fit a particular need can be confusing. A thorough understanding of the pipe's intended use is essential. Each material has limitations that may make it inappropriate for a given application. Throughout this course, we will base our discussion on carbon steel pipe, the most common material used in piping industry. Let's see the difference between pipe and tube. Pipe is normally identified by the NPS, nominal pipe size, with wall thickness defined by schedule number. Tube is mainly specified by its outside diameter, otherwise OD, and wall thickness, WT, expressed in BWG, or in thousandths of an inch. For example, pipe NPS half inch schedule 40 is even to outside diameter 21.3 mm with a wall thickness of 2.77 mm. Tube half inch by 1.5 is even to outside diameter 12.7 mm with a wall thickness of 1.5 mm. Next we will see the types of pipe, otherwise the manufacturing methods. Carbon steel pipe can be manufactured using several different techniques, each of which produce a pipe with certain properties. These properties include strength, wall thickness, corrosion resistance, temperature and pressure limitations. For example, pipes having the same wall thickness but manufactured by different methods may vary in strength and pressure limits. First type is seamless pipe. It is formed by piercing a solid near molten steel rod called a billet with a mandrel to produce a pipe that has no seams or joints. You can see this is the billet and this is the mandrel. This type of pipe won't be having any joint. Next is butt welded pipe. It is formed by feeding hot steel plate through shapers that will roll it into a hollow circular shape. Forcibly squeezing the two ends of the plate together will produce a fuse joint or seam. Third type is spiral welded pipe. It is formed by twisting strips of metal into a spiral shape, then welding where the edges join one another to form a seam. This type of pipe is restricted to piping systems using low pressure due to its thin walls. Here you can see the three types of pipe. One is seamless pipe without any joint. Next is rolled pipe, that is butt welded pipe, you can see the joint, and then the spiral welded pipe. Each of the three methods for producing pipe has its own advantages and disadvantages. Butt welded pipe, for example, is formed from rolled plate that has a more uniform wall thickness and can be inspected for defects prior to forming and welding. This manufacturing method is particularly useful when thin walls and long lengths are needed. Because of the welded seam, however, there is always the possibility of defects that escape the numerous quantity control checks performed during the manufacturing process. Generally, wider wall thicknesses are produced by the seamless method. However, for the many low pressure use of pipe, the continuous welded method is the most economical. Seamless pipe is produced in single and double random lengths. Next is sizing of pipes. Pipe is identified by three different categories. One is NPS, that is nominal pipe size. Next is OD, outside diameter, and ID, inside diameter. And you can see the wall thickness. Nominal pipe size is used to describe a pipe by name only. In process piping, the term nominal refers to the name of the pipe. Outside diameter and inside diameter, as their names imply, refers to pipe by their actual outside and inside measurements. Pipe from 1/8 inch to 12 inch has an outside diameter greater than its nominal pipe size, while pipe 14 inch and above has an outside diameter equal to its nominal pipe size. In process piping, the method of sizing pipe maintains a uniform outside diameter while varying the inside diameter. This method achieves the desired strength necessary for pipe to perform its intended function while operating under various temperatures and pressures. Next important aspect is wall thickness. Wall thickness is a term used to describe the thickness of the metal used to make a pipe. For example, STD, that stands for standard. XS is extra strong, and double XS, XSS is double extra strong. These are also known as schedules. These additional wall thickness allow a pipe to be selected to meet the exact requirements needed for safe operation. For example, for this 6-inch pipe, the OD is 6.625. Here you can see in the standard, the thickness is 0.280. This is the wall thickness. For XS, the wall thickness is 0.432. For double XS, that is double extra strong, the wall thickness is 0.864. The outside diameter is constant and the ID is getting changed. For finding out ID, it is OD minus 2 into wall thickness. 2 wall thickness has to be subtracted from the OD to find this ID. This is a typical wall thickness chart. You can see the nominal pipe size is given in inch, that is 2 inch. The NPS, nominal pipe size, is 50.8, but the outside diameter is coming 60.3 mm. And the thickness for standard pipe, it is 3.912. For extra strong, it is 5.53, and for double extra strong, it is 11.07. Like that, you can see the NPS and outside diameter. For 3 inch, it is 76.2 NPS, but the OD is 88.9. Till 12 inch pipe, you can see the difference. The NPS is 304.8 for 12 inch, but the OD is 323.9. But coming to 14 inch, it will be same. The NPS is 355.6 and the OD is same, 355.6. You can see the standard thickness. Standard thickness is 9.525 and the extra strong thickness 12.7. This is a typical chart for the wall thickness. You can see the NPS, nominal pipe size, is given and OD is given. These are the standard schedules: 5S, 10S, 10, 20, 30, standard, 40S, 40, 60, XS, 80S, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160 and double XS. For each size and for each schedule, thicknesses are given here. For example, 2 inch schedule XS pipe, this is 2 inch and here this is XS. 2 inch schedule XS, the thickness is 5.54. 3 inch schedule XS, this is 3 inch, OD is 88.9 and this is XS, the thickness is 7.62. For 3 inch double XS, the thickness will be 15.24. Downside, it is given kg per meter. That is the weight of this particular pipe. For example, 3 inch schedule XS pipe, the weight is 15.27 kg per meter. The wall thickness is 7.62. So this is a typical wall thickness chart.